Hello, viewers. I'm Karen Pereira from the Times of India, and with me today is James Hawes, director of the upcoming spy film, The Amateur. Hello, sir. A very good morning to you.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you too.
Sir, you worked on some of our favorite TV series, whether it's The Alienist or Black Mirror, Slow Horses, Snowpiercer. What pushed you to make a spy film such as The Amateur for the big screen?
Well, look, I mean, this director grew up wanting to make a spy film for the big screen. I loved working in the genre doing slow horses, and this felt like a really good combination of character and action and quest that begged to be done on the big screen. It's got spectacle, it's got scale, so it feels like it really suits the cinema.
Okay. So you've brought some imaginative work, something like, we've never seen before to a television series. I want to know why pick this one as a remake, rather than going all out with your kind of, television, your kind of storytelling?
That's a fair question. Honestly, I think partly, it's hard to get movies made, and movies need a really good, bankable idea at the heart. This has the underpinning of the novel, The Amateur. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think of it as a remake. I think of it as a new make because I didn't really even pay much attention to the previous film. I respected what the filmmaker had done back then, and we had a new script. And obviously, we're also decades later, so it needed to be made fresh. And what I'd like to think is that we brought some of things we've learned from Black Mirror, from Slow Horses, from all those shows you mentioned, and translate them for the big screen in this new movie.
Okay. Well, that is true because it was nothing like the 1980 film, and it was so refreshing to see as well. And with your cast, so you managed to pull off such an amazing cast, such impressive talent. Rami Malek playing your lead. He's gone from Bond villain to this one man army taking on the CIA.
Yeah.
What was your part in casting him? Especially when you have a John Bernthal, the Punisher, as your supporting cast member.
Well, obviously, the role of Charlie demands somebody unexpected as your hero. It needs somebody who can portray immense intelligence, vulnerability, even awkwardness at times. It says it on the tin, the amateur. He doesn't at any point turn into cool dude. And he is a really good contrast to the Punisher. And I love the scene when you meet him at the very beginning of the movie with John Bernthal, who just oozes cool and confidence and macho. And there is this slightly awkward guy who's going to go down to his computer screens, and the two are poles apart. And it's just so good to see them at that point in the movie and then see them reconvene later on when the bear, John Bernthal's character, is seriously impressed by everything that Charlie has achieved.
Yes. So speaking of your leading ladies, you have Katrina Balfe, Rachel Brosnan. I was a fan of both these actresses. But the role was too short in this film. Can you tell me about working with them? Especially considering both of them have, taken over, have captured the audiences on television and now will even on the big screen as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're both utterly delightful to work with. And I'm really not just saying that. They are super intelligent, collaborative people. And I was spoiled with it was almost like a theatre company feel, the way these actors are and the way they've been in the last few days as we've been promoting the film together. You're right about Rachel's character. She only has precious few scenes in which to establish her connection. But of course, being Rachel, you really feel the punch, you feel the warmth, you feel the love of that relationship. Katrina was excited to play this mysterious Russian agent. You're not quite sure who she is, with her own backstory of grief and baggage. So yeah, obviously they've both been on the big screen before. they enjoyed the fact that they were coming to act opposite Rami.
Okay. In India, there are so many spy films being made, whether it's Shah Rukh Khan's Pathan or Hrithik Roshan's War 2. I want to ask if you had any chance watching any Indian spy movies and your advice, on what you think is the key to nailing this genre.
Well, I confess I haven't seen recent Indian spy movies. I would I would far from me to offer advice to Indian filmmakers. I'm sure they can teach me a thing or two. Um, my instinct is to any filmmaker, do a script that excites you, that you want to watch and entertain. And I think what The Amateur has as its strength is that mix of character and action. You are excited by the car chases because you worry about it, the guy inside the car and whether he's going to live through it or not. You're excited in the shootouts and the pursuits through the streets because you want to be with Charlie. So I think our magic is combining character with action.
Okay, and so finally, as a filmmaker who's directed both on film and television, how do you choose the correct platform for a release? Especially when sometimes theater success, box office success outweighs a practical digital release.
I don't have to make that decision too much. I turn up as the filmmaker, excited by the script, excited by the cast and the project. And then it tends to be for the studio to decide whether this will have a cinema release or not. I've been very lucky. I've made two movies in the last 3 years. Both are going out theatrically. So I hope I can maintain the record.
Thank you so much, sir. It was so lovely speaking to you, and can't wait to see more of your work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.